Hello everyone, welcome to my science journey. Giving knowledge through dissections and giving live experience and visuals to our students is really an ultimate teaching. Being a biology teacher, I show special attention and interest towards this type of dissections for my students. You can see in this video how my students are eagerly observing. Students will never ask us to teach in an efficient way, but we must take our professional initiation to satisfy the academic needs of our students right from school level. Otherwise, our teaching will be considered as a passive teaching which will never help our students. Efficient teaching will be always applauded and our efforts will be unforgettable. Here is my video with dissection and explanation of human heart, which gave my students a tangible understanding. We are going to see the structure of heart in this video. This broader part of the heart is called as base part, and this lower pointed end is called apex end of the heart. Heart is not simply arranged in the chest cavity, but around this there is fibrous double layered sac which provides structural support and protects the heart from infection, trauma, and also minimize friction during heartbeats. Moreover, it is filled with the pericardial fluid which protects the heart from mechanical shocks. Color of the heart is vibrant crimson shade and its size is human fist size. It means everyone's heart is in their fist size. Generally, heart is not present at the left side of the chest cavity. For example, if you imagine that this tray is your body cavity, your heart is not completely on left side actually. It is at the center of the chest cavity like this, but its apex end settles in the left side of the chest cavity. That's why usually heart is said to be in the left side of the chest cavity. Here is a groove which shows that upper two chambers are completely divided from the lower two chambers. Of course, upper and lower chambers are internally connected. Upper two auricles are separated by auricular septum, which is nothing but a wall in between them. And it will not allow blood from left chamber to right chamber and vice versa, because there is no hole in this septum. This lower and bigger part of the heart belongs to ventricles, which are responsible to pump the blood to various parts of the body. Here, two ventricles are also separated by a wall known as ventricular septum, which do not possess an aperture, so that blood cannot move from right ventricle to left ventricle. Now, if you observe, another wall is separating auricles and ventricles known as auricular-ventricular septum. Let me remind you again, septum means wall. Auricular-ventricular septum has apertures, and apertures are guarded by tricuspid and bicuspid valve or mitral valve. These valves always allow the blood from auricles to ventricles because these are one-way valves. But when ventricles are contracted, blood cannot go up because valves does not allow the blood upwards, that is backwards. Now you can see upper two chambers are called auricles. These are the auricles. Just observe. These walls of the two auricles are thin in nature. I will show you how thin these walls are when we compare with the walls of the ventricles. Now these are known as ventricles. Ventricles walls are thicker than the walls of the auricles. You also can see arteries and veins here. One more important thing here is you can observe blood vessels on this heart, which supplies blood to the walls of the heart. Can you all see? All these blood vessels are nothing but coronary blood vessels. All of you know that heart pumps blood to all the body parts. So, this is also an organ in the body and it needs blood supply to get nourished. You know that blood carries oxygen, nutrients, hormones, etc. and also collects waste. So, heart is pumping the blood not only to all the organs of the body but also to itself. So, these blood vessels which carries blood from the heart to itself and vice versa are called coronary arteries. You can observe here. Arteries are the blood vessels which carries blood from heart to all the body parts, and veins bring blood from all the body parts to the heart. You can find the difference between arteries and veins by the thickness of their walls. This is known as aorta. You can see here veins. Superior vena cava brings blood from head and neck to the heart, and inferior vena cava brings blood from remaining parts of the body to heart. It may be from legs, kidneys, liver, pancreas, and everywhere except lungs. You can see the thickness of the veins here. This is pulmonary vein. This is actually coming from lungs, carries deoxygenated blood and opens into left auricle. You can see its thickness. Its walls are very thin to see. Moreover, lungs are very nearer to the heart. From lungs, oxygenated blood reaches to the heart. Let's observe ventricles internally. These are known as ventricles. This is known as ventricular septum. See how thick it is. Here are chambers on both sides of this. This larger chamber is actually right ventricle and the smaller chamber is left ventricle. From this, systemic aorta arises. From larger chamber, pulmonary artery arises and carries the blood to lungs. You can see how thick these ventricles walls are. These are known as chordae tendineae, which are filament-like structures which connects the leaflets of the heart valves to the wall muscles of the heart, preventing leaflet prolapse. You can see here is a way from auricles to ventricles to receive the blood. So, when these two auricles contract, blood gets into ventricles. Later, when ventricles contract, blood is pumped out to all the body parts. This is the structure and function of the heart. Hope you understand very well. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Moreover, don't forget to leave your valuable comment below. Thank you for watching.